Title: When Thrones Are Empty, Part 2. A New Threat. A wormhole tore through the cosmos like a wound in the fabric of belief. It shimmered with a light that was neither divine nor infernal. No prophecy had foretold this. No scripture had warned of them. They came, metal beasts from distant galaxies, not of creation, not of damnation. Their ships roared through heaven's silence, reducing clouds to ash. They dropped payloads into hell's craters, turning brimstone to dust. Earth fared no better. Monuments crumbled, oceans boiled, and the sky screamed fire. And the devil, Lord of Nothing now, stood in their path. He had no legions, no souls to command. He stood alone as a silver dart of alien death split the clouds and struck him through the chest. His body crumpled into God's arms, black blood pooling into gold robes. Lucifer's eyes, once fire and fury, dulled. "I told you. It was getting boring," he said with a faint grin. Then he died. The stars dimmed. God did not weep, but the wind changed. God stood slowly, cradling the broken body of his first rebel. His hands, once creators of galaxies, now clenched with wrath not seen since the forging of time. He looked up at the endless sky where alien vessels blinked and buzzed like insects. "You broke the rules," he said softly. "Not to Lucifer, but to the cosmos," thunder answered. With one hand, God raised Satan's body. With the other, he drew something from within himself, a light older than heaven, darker than hell. It pulsed in his palm, a paradox, pure judgment, untamed chaos. "This was never your playground," he whispered. "You want war? Then meet the war before war." The Earth shatters. The alien fleets recalibrated, sensing a new threat. Their AI logic couldn't process divinity or myth, but it could detect power. And this was power unmeasured. Heaven's gates, though abandoned, groaned open with divine memory. The forgotten angels returned, not to serve, but to fight. Their wings torn, their halos rusted. Rebels and loyalists, seraph and fallen, summoned by the death of the first morning star. From hell's deepest pits, beasts once chained by Lucifer now crawled forth. Not evil, primordial. They remembered a master who once ruled with fire, now slain. The lines of good and evil dissolved. This was no longer a fight for righteousness or rebellion. This was vengeance. God's wrath. With Satan's body burning like a phoenix in God's grasp, the Almighty rose. Not as ruler, but as weapon. Each word he spoke bent reality. Each step turned moons to dust. He entered Earth's orbit with nothing but his voice. The first ship vaporized when he spoke its name backwards. The second ruptured under the weight of a new gravity he created on a whim. A dozen more fell, screeching into oceans, torn apart by plagues of metaphysical locusts summoned from old psalms. Still they came, and still he destroyed. But the enemy was learning. They adapted, they evolved, they changed shape and sound and form. One even mimicked Lucifer, and for a moment God paused. That pause cost him. An alien weapon, humming with matter from beyond even his understanding, fired into his chest, ripping a hole of silence through space. For the first time in eternity, God bled. He dropped to one knee. The rise of the last hope. As heaven and hell crumbled, earth burned, and the stars began to die, something stirred within the void. Not alien, not divine. Human. A child. Born during the war, amidst ash and starlight. Half angel, half demon, abandoned by both realms, raised by neither. She walked through fire barefoot, eyes glowing like nova stars. Her name was Eloah, and she didn't come to save. She came to choose and to be continued.